What's up, guys? NepentheZ here, and welcome back to another episode of The Road to Glory. We are starting today off with a few minor league SBCs. Our pack haul from the major leagues isn't so great right now. I've also got the well, hopefully our pack haul improve. We've got two primes. Have I got 50 as well at the moment? No. I've got a fair few rare gold packs and a fair few rare electrums, and then this one premium gold players pack. I did the Chinese League like 3 times just because I had so much in my club. I did the daily SBC, which gave also a 25k pack, and this is why I think we'll be able to, pursue it more now to get the end game packs or the the team of the year packs, just because of what we're getting here. And then I did the Premier League segment, which also gave a rare gold pack. So let's see what these yield. I mean, we're going to start with Flames, not too bad. Colombian, always bad. It's a Pater, it's a Hunter Chem style in there as well. And it's just more consumables. Out of these rare golds, they're not the best in the world. But A, you can hit a good player here or there. B, you can hit coin unlocks, draft tokens, and free packs. So, was that Dutch? 85? 83. And some good consumables, shadows and hunters, aplenty as well. So there is pack number 2. Of course, if you guys are enjoying the content, you want to drop a thumbs up, it would be very much appreciated. And yeah, we've got more champs games to play today. There's Henrik Mkhitaryan. He is a duplicate, unfortunately. Yeah, we've got some champs games to play. I'm currently 5-1 still, just off the back of what we did yesterday, and hopefully we'll be able to improve on that and get ourselves damn, it's just Flames every time, isn't it? Oh god, Mexican, crying out loud. Hey, oh, see, that would have been nice if I didn't already have him. A Hunter. Imagine if this pack was tradable. Like 20k in there. That'd actually be a really good pack. But yeah, I think this is going to be a weekend where I think 11 wins is going to be the priority, and anything past that will be just a luxury more than anything. We get Gabriel Jesus in there, and then 2 more duplicate rares. How fitting is it that we actually have an absolute abundance of rare players and just not enough commons? Next up, the first rare gold pack that we don't get a Flames player. Just some more stuff for the club, though. You don't mind it too much. And then I think it's 4. Yeah, it is 4 rare electrums. This is where we look to really boost to those minor leagues, because the major leagues, because we want the Premier League, Bundesliga, French League, etc. silvers. And there you go. I mean, that is perfect. Now I can actually now finish the Premier League and get a 50k pack, which is brilliant. England 2 is always nice. 2 Bundesliga players in there and a Saudi League player in there as well. So yeah, all this work for these rare electrums hopefully is going to pay off. Of course, I would love to pack a headliners card, but there's only about 3 of them that are really worth it. What do we get? Oh, a Penda. French League, MLS, Libertadores. It's not bad. It's not bad. Loads more rares into the club. 2 more to go before we get into some gameplay for today. Let's see what we get. Just Flames. All of these packs, man. No walkouts. Another Syria. 2 more lib cards in there as well, which is nice. Look at that. 2 83s and an 84 that we just got to throw away. I just have nowhere to put them. And then last but not least, rare election players pack number 4 is going to give us a walkout. Hey, that's at least something. Spain. Centre mid is going to be Thiago from Liverpool. Is there going to be headliners in here, or would the headliners come out first? There's no headliners in there. There's 2 Chinese league. I was going to do a Chinese league again. 2 more libs in there as well, which is quite interesting. 2 prems in there, including a walkout. That's not bad. That's not bad. But yeah, I think we're going to go and get into some gameplay, guys. So I will be right back. Well, obviously, guys, the first time that I open a pack and I'm not recording, I hit headliners. Not just any headliners, one of the best headliners. When it popped out and I saw that it was French, I did have a little mini, not heart attack, but I was like, hold on, this could be a good one. It is a very good one, and Kunku's one of the most popular ones. He's worth about 500,000 coins. This unfortunately is untradeable, or fortunately, depends, because obviously he's nice to have. And yeah, he is one of the ones that I would love to have tried. And it's out of the Rare Electrum, which came from the MLS. This one, oh, we get a Leeds player in there as well. I have to go and do the Mexican League, aren't I? Listen, there's something with packs, man. Look at that. We've got Nkunku, Mahrez, and Schmeichel all in there at the same time. This Nkunku just looks fantastic. It's such a shame he's got a 3-star weak foot, but his cards as a box-to-box midfielder, he might have to go. Ooh, we've got Sal, we've got the centre back Niakate. Oh, we could work something with him. I literally opened all those packs just a second ago, and I was like, let me build one more League SBC. I'm about to head to bed. It's 20 to 1 in the morning, but let me build one more, open it up, see what we get. And of course, Nkunku is there. But now I might have to change my team a little bit, or at least put him on the bench and go from there. But happy days. All right, guys. So the team was just a nice and easy switch. We put Nkunku in flat out for Vieira. We've got Shadow Chem style on him. It takes him up to 96 acceleration and 93 sprint speed. And then really good defensive stats, reasonable physicals, great dribbling, good shooting. Interestingly enough, we've most recently taken out Vieira and Roberto Carlos. And as crazy as it sounds, they were the two weakest links. Now, of course, I love Patrick Vieira, right? I'm an Arsenal fan. He's one of my all-time favourites. You know, he is brilliant. We played 229 games with him. I believe he's probably the most capped player that we have in the club. He's just in every team. But his passing isn't great. It's not bad. It's not great. His dribbling, of course, with that agility and balance is pretty heavy. And you kind of felt the 3-star as well. You know, it's just not quite good enough for where it needs to be. So a super simple change. We're going to play Nkunku and Sal at DM in the team. Neymar at central cam, Messi at right cam, Vinicius Jr. left cam, and Morales up front. So let's get into some action. All right, guys, let's get into the gameplay for today. Enjoy. There's a lot of interesting stuff. This first opponent, for example, that we come up against, quit a 0-0. Of course he did. I've got some comments. The first one is, and they all kind of interlink with each other and with what we've been talking about the last day or so. From 10 What a Beast says, there was a point in time where we would play this game for the love of football. Now everybody wants to gain from playing the game. And yeah, I think if you think back to the old FIFAs, we used to play to enjoy. I used to like watch football and then be like, I need to go and play FIFA. I need to go and play, or potentially Championship Manager or Football Manager. I used to watch football and then want to go and play a football themed game. And you're right, it did used to be about the love of the football. But now, of course, in previous years, you know, I would play maybe 400 to 500 games a year. And that was me as a content creator. Before I started making content on FIFA, I might play 200 to 300 games per year, right? Which is not even a game a day. So we used to play it for the love of football because it's like you'd play a few, you'd get your football fix, and you'd either go and play something else or just go and do something else. But Ultimate Team in general has changed massively, and gaming in general has changed massively. And it's like now I play sometimes upwards of 3,000 games per day, per year, which is, you know, on average 10 or so games a day, maybe a little less, 8 to 10 games a day. That's a lot of games to play. And so the whole perspective of FIFA and even just gaming in general changed massively. The next comment is from Jaden. He says, "Hey Nep, can you please do an updated League SBC video? Keep up the great content." I absolutely will do. And Carl says, "Really a great achievement, Nepo. Your grind is unreal, but this just proves the fact that if you want players like Hullet, R9 and stuff like that, you need to spend money or be a top trader, and that you don't get them by playing actual football matches." And absolutely. Because if you do the League SBC, my coins are down again at the moment, which I really like it when the coins go down, because it showcases that I'm not just making, but it showcases that I'll have periods of time where I'll go 300,000 coins down, and either hit something big that Super Trader will sell it, or get into a position where a daily SBC comes out and I can just make profit selling all those bronzes and silvers that we picked up, you know. But yeah, like for me to get Hullet or an R9, I either have to be stupidly lucky to pack them, or I need EA to put out an SBC. And that's somebody that grinds League SBCs a whole bunch. If you're the kind of person that, and then this is how all the comments tie in, right, that just likes to play the game. If you're the kind of person that just loves to just play FIFA, you have got next to no chance of using the absolute top end players. And what I mean by that is the prime icons of a high caliber, the prime icon moments of a mid to high caliber, and the team of the year cards. You'll just have no chance of using those cards, using those players, because there's no reasonable way for you to get them through grinding the game. And that is where I think this game is missing out something massive. We've talked about it a lot before, similar to like NBA 2K with the Evo cards, similar to Madden or FIFA Mobile, where you can upgrade your cards. This game's missing out big on a lot of areas, you know. And then we've got Shahin says, I think you make an excellent point, Nep. About 7 minutes into the video, menus are far superior to playing the game. And this guy is a trader. He says, I do a lot of chem and position modifier trading, and it makes me about 500,000 coins a day. What I get from 16 wins in the weekend league, I can make this from just 2 hours of solid trading, stress-free. The game, once again, has no balance whatsoever. EA cannot strike a balance with anything in this game year in, year out. And I know of some traders that make so many coins, and at first I never believe it, right? And so I'm not going to make the same mistake with you, because I absolutely believe you. There was about 4 years ago, somebody in my stream telling me he was just making loads of money, like chem style trading, but not. Like, so basically he would buy players like I don't know, a Van Dijk with a shadow, or let's say a Joe Gomez with a shadow, you know, who was 8k. But because shadows were at the time 12k or whatever, you could actually sell that Joe Gomez with a shadow for like 15k. And people would regularly list the Joe Gomez with the shadow chem style on for undervalue, because they didn't realize it still has that value with the shadow chem style on. And he would say I'd make 200, 300,000 coins a day just buying and selling centre-back shadow chem styles on them. And I thought, there's no way. And so I tried it for about 20 minutes, and in 20 minutes I made about 50k. I was like, holy crap. It's boring, it's monotonous, but it works. Similarly, a couple of years ago, just before the year before they took fitness cards out of the game, we had a viewer that made a whole bunch of coins, buying as many fitness cards, squad fitness cards as he could in a week, relisting them for 30 to 40% more and selling them, obviously having more left over. And then at the weekends, they used to go up because loads of people played loads of games. And he was making 2 to 3 million coins a week, buying and selling squad fitness cards. Then last year, maybe the year before, no, it was last year, I had a viewer in stream, and he used to, on Thursdays before marquee matchups, he used to buy Spanish La Liga centre-backs, or just La Liga centre-backs that were common golds for 400 to 600 coins. And without fail, every single Thursday when marquee matchups came out, they would go to 1.2 to 2.5k. And he would just, as much as he could be bothered to invest, he would just buy, flip them on, and make loads of profit. And you're absolutely right, though. If you're making 500,000 coins a day, and I assume there's probably a lot of like really boring, like monotonous things going on there, but you're right, it's stress-free. It's guaranteed, as close as, you know. And I used to chem style trade back in the day, but for me, it just got so boring. I just didn't enjoy it at all. But it's stress-free. And then we've got the League SBC that fills up your club, gives you basically access to any SBC that you want, most players that you can get, gives you the thrill of opening constant packs all the time, but very little coin loss, if any at all. You've got trading that earns you hundreds of thousands of coins per day if done right, completely stress-free, and gives you access to purchase any player you want. And then you've got gameplay that is stressful, frustrating, imbalanced, and unrewarding. And it takes me all the way back to the first comment, which is why there was a point in time where we played this game for the love of football. And it's crazy how everything we do in the menus is just obliterated by the fact that the game itself is just so unenjoyable. You know, it's absolutely mental. All right, guys, to end off today's road to glory, I just got one more comment, and it's from S. Daish. He says, don't know if your League SBC grind is impressive or very sad. Either way, fair play. And the answer to that is both impressive and very sad. However, you know, I am contracted to stream on Facebook 160 hours per month. League SBC grinding is a good way to get through that. And yeah, it's one of those things. Sometimes I do sit and I think, man, would I rather do, oh, perfect link. Would I rather do, you know, anything else? I don't know. Like maybe I want to start playing some new games. Maybe, you know, I really like the Division 2. Maybe I want to get back into an old game, Diablo or Minecraft or something along those lines. I don't know. But yeah, a lot of hours have been put into it. But of course, it has value for me personally. Now, when I did the lib a couple of times, I had a lot of players in the club. And I also finished off the Saudi League, which is where we're going to end this. I know the Moments of Aubameyang has been released. We are going to complete him and play with him our final Foot Champs games. I think I'm 8-2 currently. So I want 3 more wins as the bare minimum. 6 more wins if possible. We're just going to put Aubameyang into the team somehow, some way, and try and get the best chem outside of that around the whole rest of the team. But today, guys, that is going to be the end. So thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. I'm out. Peace.